Hello again. The events in Southport this summer serve to underline the awful confusion which exists in this country when it comes to Islam. The disorders, which were in part directed against Islam, were widely represented as being racially motivated, which is absurd. It is easy enough to explain why. People cannot help having black skins or white, any more than they can help having the epicanthic eye fault which distinguishes people of East Asian heritage. Being prejudiced against those possessing such features is certainly racial prejudice, since it involves physical characteristics over which an individual has no control. They are simply born like that. Being a Muslim is something entirely different. It is a choice made by a man or woman, just as some people choose to attend church and declare themselves to be Christians. People are not born Muslim or Christian, they choose which religion they wish to follow. So although we cannot say very much about a Chinese person's beliefs or character until we know more about him or her, we can know something about a Chinese Muslim's beliefs and about his character, because he or she has chosen to follow this faith in preference to any other. In Europe, there are white people in Albania, Bulgaria, Kosovo, and so on, who are Muslim. In sub-Saharan Africa, there are many Muslims, just as there are in North Africa and the Middle East. In India and Pakistan and Southeast Asia, there are also many Muslims. Muslims are distinguished not by any ethnic characteristics such as skin colour, but rather by a set of beliefs which they choose to hold. To suggest that dislike or even hatred of Islam is a form of racism is therefore irrational. This is because we can tell something about people who choose to be Christians or choose to be Muslims. Negative feelings about such people based upon the nature of the religion to which they adhere are not always irrational. They depend largely upon the religion. The Aztec religion, for instance, was inextricably bound up with human sacrifice. If my neighbour practised this religion and ripped out the hearts of people in his back garden and offered them up to the sun god, I don't think that would be a sign of racial prejudice to oppose the way in which he practised his religion. This means that it is perfectly reasonable to form an opinion about those who practice Islam, and even to dislike the religion and question the wisdom of belonging to such a faith. Such views are not, cannot possibly be, racism.